Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. First, second, and third place, and a Grand Marshal medal. Oh my goodness. This is so absolutely amazing. I love the sound of that. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh, you guys smell that? You smell that? That smells of victory. Look at this. First, second, and third place.
Hey, Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jeff, I cannot wait to put all these medals on display for everybody to see. When they come to my house, they're gonna go, Chris, look at those accomplishments that you've done. You are so committed to doing hard work, and it really paid off. And I'm gonna show everybody. Look how
Chris,
shiny they are.
those are really nice,
Oh my
but I think those medals represent way more than just silver and gold and whatever. They represent the accomplishments that you've done.
But Jeff, have you ever heard of somebody getting first, second, and third place and a Grand Marshal medal?
Not
Feel
really.
how heavy
not
that
really.
is.
I believe you.
Wow.
I believe it. But listen,
Man.
they represent way more than that.
Oh.
So I don't know if you should be. I don't know if I'd keep bragging about those medals.
Well, you know, Jeff, I mean, I did work hard for them, and they are really nice to show.
They are really nice.
But you know, maybe I shouldn't be bragging so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of back that down just a little bit.
Okay.
Hey everybody, in our story today, we're going to learn about someone who was really proud and bragged about some of their accomplishments. But the real story is about someone who thought they didn't accomplish much at all. So hang out with us today as we learn that God uses even our smallest efforts.
You know what, Jeff? I think I need to pay attention to this lesson too.
Yeah, I think you do too, Chris.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, we're back. Yeah, this is the moving song part 2. Oh yeah. You stop saying yeah. Yeah. All right, everyone, get up on your feet, shake out those legs, shake those arms, shake your head, and let's get moving. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song. Everybody move to the right. Move to the right. Move to the right. Now running man, run, running man. And dab, another dab. Don't stop. And dab, don't stop. And dab. Now the girls sit down. Boys wave your arms, it's a touchdown. And the boys sit down. Girls wave your arms, you're the talk of the town. Everybody stand up and raise your arms up to the sky. Yeah, and now put them back down again. Nah, put your arms up. Put them back down again. No. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. Now you gotta understand that God gave you some hands. So raise those hands in the air and give someone a high five. Like you really do care. Oh, yeah. High five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five. Face the front and let me see you in slow. Now pose. Clap your hands. That's some good moving. But now we're gonna go pro. Can you keep up? I don't know. Here we go. Now bop. Bop, bop, bop. Superman. Batman. Superman. Batman. Box step. Box step. And the robot threes.
This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song. This is called the moving song, moving song, moving song.
Everybody flossing. Come on. I wanna see everybody flossing.
Am I doing it right, Mark?
No, not really. I wanna see everybody flossing. I wanna see everybody flossing. Show us your favorite move. I wanna see everybody moving. I wanna see everybody moving. Moving and grooving.
Woo! Hey everyone, I'm Chris, and this month has been a pretty awesome month. All month long, I practiced, I tried to eat right, I trained, and I rested, and I won. All of our training paid off. If you remember last week, I won the epic all-out race and brought home these amazing medals. These are so awesome, but I'm realizing there's so much more to these medals. I mean, sure, they're cool and all, and they even have a cool sound to remind me of all the hard work. But I trained a whole lot and I learned that I can accomplish something if I put my mind to it. Remember, you can take what we've learned about commitment into any of your own epic adventures, like going to school or making new friends or dreaming about a career or following Jesus and living God's way. If you remember, commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice, no matter if you're running a race or following God.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and this month has been a seriously epic race month, and today we want to tell you something that Jesus thought that was pretty epic. In fact, it was something that most people didn't even notice. You see, Jesus loved to teach people what it really meant to follow God. He showed people how to value what was on the inside of someone rather than just what people showed on the outside. Jesus taught his disciples about that when he had come to the city of Jerusalem. Not long before he would be arrested and giving up his life on the cross. The religious leaders in Jerusalem were not happy that Jesus was there. They didn't believe that Jesus is really the Son of God, so they would ask him questions to try and trick him and make him look bad in front of the people. Jesus warned the people against these leaders because he saw that they didn't act out of love. Instead, they tried to make themselves look good in front of others. Hey, why don't we check out how Jesus explains what's really important?
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 12, verses 41 through 44.
When Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey the week before Passover, the crowds were excited.
Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna! In the name of the Lord!
But the religious leaders were not.
He's turning the world upside down.
We'll have to fix that, won't we?
All week, the religious leaders sent men to try trapping Jesus with trick questions.
Teacher, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar?
Every time, Jesus gave a wise answer that caught them off guard.
Give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give back to God what belongs to God.
Jesus knew the religious leaders were so puffed up with pride, they didn't want people to listen to anyone else. Jesus even warned the crowds about them.
Watch out for the teachers of the law. They love to have the most important seats. They take over the houses of widows. They say long prayers to show off.
One afternoon, Jesus and his disciples visited the temple. They sat down to rest for a moment across from the box where people came to put money they offered to God. Perhaps the disciples, mostly poor fishermen themselves, were impressed by the rich men giving gifts.
Check out his robes.
I think they actually might be silk.
Jesus watched the rich men dropping handfuls of gold coins into the box. He knew that, like the religious leaders, they were proud to show how important they were.
Check this out, world. Money, money, money. Always sunny in a rich man's world.
Even though these wealthy men were giving impressive amounts of money, Jesus knew they had so much, this was easy for them. Simply a drop in the bucket.
Huh. She looks a little out of place.
The next person in line clearly wasn't wealthy. In fact, her patched robe showed she didn't have an extra cent to spare.
A widow, probably.
At that time, if a woman's husband died, she had no way to earn money and often had to live on next to nothing.
2 pennies?
How's that gonna help anyone?
Jesus was watching the woman too, but he saw something different, something more.
Come over here, all of you.
The disciples gathered around Jesus.
What I'm about to tell you is true. That poor widow has put more into the offering box than all the others.
Jesus' friends tried to sort it out.
Excuse me, pennies versus gold?
You couldn't buy an order of fish nuggets with that.
Jesus knew what his disciples were thinking.
The others all gave a lot because they are rich, but she gave even though she is poor. She put in everything she had. That was all she had to live on.
Oh.
When you put it like that.
The rich men, like the religious leaders, were concerned with what things looked like on the outside. They didn't want to give in a big way that might force them to change on the inside. But the poor woman, who had almost nothing, chose to give everything. And Jesus saw her heart and knew that her pennies were worth far more than the rich man's gold.
You see, the widow was fully trusting God to provide for her needs. She was loving God with her whole life. And that's what we can do too. We can choose to trust God and live fully for Him. In fact, that's something we can do every day. It's an important part of our training plan, and it's our bottom line for today. Read it with me. It says this: practice living for God. So let's pray and ask God to help us do that. Father, thank you for today. Thank you that we can practice living for you. And Lord, like this widow who gave a little bit but meant so much, we pray that you would help us to be like that and learn how to trust you more with everything that we have. Instead of trying to hold on to it, we can give it away for you and learn how to be more generous. We give you praise and thanksgiving in Jesus' name. Everybody said, amen. Wow, the poor widow really wasn't poor at all. She was, in fact, rich in ways that really mattered. She was rich in her love for God, and she was rich in the way she trusted God. And Jesus said she gave more than anyone else that day. It's amazing how Jesus sees our hearts. Every day we have a chance to live His way instead of trying to have everything our own way. Every day we can choose to show love toward God and to other people. And we can show with our actions that we trust God no matter what.
Remember, when we look to Jesus, we will always see a perfect example of what it looks like to live God's way. And just like everything else we've learned this month, living for God can take practice. So, my wonderful trainees, let's do just that. Let's practice living for God. Say this with me again. Practice living for God. When we put what we believe into action, we can show God's love to the people around us. We can help point people to Jesus when we follow Him and live the way He did. That's with courage and generosity and compassion. Our memory verse all month long has really helped us better understand that commitment and training are important for all of us. And it's found in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. And it says this: training the body has some value, but being godly has value in every way. It promises to help for the life you are now living and the life to come. So let's remember that. Hey guys, look, all month long we've been taking walks and checking out God's creation and talking about how we can live for God. It takes commitment to live for God. We have to make a plan and put it into practice. So, this week, as you walk, talk with your parents and ask them how you can better live for God. Like the lady in our story today. She was determined to live for God, even if she didn't have a lot. So, make a list of ways to live for God. Kind of like this, you can go to church or read your Bible and, even help people who need help. So make your list and let us see it. Hey everyone, we've come to the close of a great month as we've learned about commitment. But we can continue to put what we learned into practice.
Hey Chris, guess what?
What? What's that, Jeff?
Hey, we're getting ready to start another really cool series this summer for June and July.
Whoa, 2 months.
Yep, and it's called Press Play.
Whoa.
Hey, you know what? I love my earbuds because I can really pay attention to the music and listen.
Nice.
And man, it sounds really good. All I have to do is press play. In this next series, we're going to be looking at confidence. Confidence is learning to see yourself the way God sees you. So come out and join us next week as we jump in and start our new series. What do you think?
I'm excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
So, all right, guys. Hey, we'll see you all next week and have a great week.
All right. See you guys.
See you guys. Bye.
Monday morning, up and running, it's just begun. A brand new day, no time to waste, gonna get it done. So many plans, so much to do, but that's okay, I'm gonna see it through. 'Cause day after day, and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. Gonna make a plan, I know I can see it to the end. Every moment I keep on and do the best I can. I won't give in, I won't give up. No, gotta give my all and that's enough. Hey, 'cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. 'Cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I won't give in, oh, I won't give up, no. Gonna give my all, yeah, and that's enough. I won't give in, oh, I won't give up, no. Gonna give my all, yeah, and that's enough. 'Cause day after day, and time after time, I'm gonna do just what I say. And I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. 'Cause day after day, and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed.
It's time again for Retro Reel.
Running! One of the oldest sports in the world. Millions of people run every day, and not just because they're being chased. No, they run for fun.
I like to run. I like to run very long ways. I like to run and never stop running. I was born to run. Did I mention I like to run?
Dude, I like to run races, and I like to train, but I only like to train by running races. See, I'm training right now, and I'm running in a race. You can't tell the difference.
Man, I love to run, especially along this here fence post. All you gotta do is run right next to it. Well, until you hit the barbed wire at the end.
It's so peaceful out here, except for the airplanes. Actually, I'm not sure why they're out here. This is a runway. It's for running, not for airplanes. But as long as you don't get run over or landed on or knocked sideways because of all the wind, it's a wonderful place to run and train. So peaceful.
Some people think running is just walking really fast. It's not. It takes a lot of commitment to be a runner because you have to make a plan of how you're going to train and then put that plan into practice. Heather and Arthur know all about that commitment because they've been training partners for over 25 years.
We started training when I was 3. We had a set schedule. On Mondays, we'd run to the mailbox and back. Tuesdays, we'd run around the yard. Wednesdays, we'd had an off day. Then Thursdays, we'd have the dog chase us to work on our speed. Now we've added in stretching, like the T-stretch and swim stretch, and my favorite, the Canadian gooseneck lean back and bend over stretch. Always good.
I wish we still had the dogs chase us around. Now that was real commitment and 100% motivating.
Your plan can be different than others, like John's, who prefers to train and race simultaneously.
Yeah, dude, I just combined the two. It may not be everyone's deal, but that plan works for me. Kind of like nachos. The key is putting it into practice and staying committed to what you came up with.
Then you have some whose plan is so intense they almost can't quit running. Max is a super marathoner. His idea of stretching is a 5K, followed by an easy uphill sprint to his local grocery store where he picks up some honey buns.
I feel like God made me to run. When you commit to something, you practice it, yeah? So I practice 2 things, running and living for God. Oh, and yodeling. So I practice 3 things.
Running. It may be one of the oldest sports in the world, but it shows what someone can do with commitment, dedication, and a good pair of sneakers. And when you make a plan and put it into practice.